Okay, I had to do so much prepping for this video. I had to get things organized. I had to get my thoughts organized because there is a mass change. I just want to say coming, well, as well to myself, and as well the channel, because. So I just want to say with this, with the beginning of this, it's an update. Um, on my journey, I amassed so much magical power, insight, using clairvoyance, divination, astral projection, what is it called when you could remote viewing, that I got to the point that I didn't know what to do anymore. Like at some point life you realize that life is this game, that you have these abilities and that you can take control of the game in any way. It almost gets to the point like, why am I here? I can almost do anything that I want. I can think about a girl, and I mean, might not be able to attract the one, but I'm able to, manifest pretty well, um, in that area and stuff like that. I don't have all of the money in the world or something like that, but I love my life and I love the means that I have. I'm able to create. I have guitar. I have software. For me, honestly, that's all I want to do is just do ritual, do meditations, my music, the occult, getting out this insight and this wisdom, shamanism in all ways. Because actually, at my core, I am a shaman, or you can call me a shaman. Ah, um, because that's my name. You can say is, or you can call me Shay. And as well, I do psychic readings. See, I had this shirt made just so I can tell you all psychic psych. No, I'm joking. It's like a skate shirt. Psychic. Um, but I didn't exactly know where I was being led on my path up until now. And now I've been given, honestly, a whole reset. And I'm not going to say it all in this video, but I just want to say that there's a lot of content coming your way, guys. As well, I don't know if any of you guys know, I'm a part of Black Dragon Immortalis. And I've been making content mostly on their channel for like the past few months, but now I'm finally as well. I'm still working with them, but I'm as well bringing it back to this channel and fully going in because this is Occult Cat TV. We are fully gonna dive into the occult in all aspects: the Sephiroth, the Cliffoth, divination, clairvoyance, all your abilities and stuff like that. I'm turning this channel not. I'm not gonna make it. I used to not want to show my face, right? Because that's like everybody in the ritual chamber. But honestly, that was only fear that I was presencing why I didn't want to show my face. Um, Either the way I looked or people's comments and things like that. But I really don't care anymore. And honestly, I just want to get this information out, and I want to help liberate all of you as fast as I can. No, but at the rate, uh, best rate possible, because honestly, I just want you guys to ascend as magicians, as witches, as shamans, whatever you go by. The whole goal and aim of this channel is to help you progress in all ways, spiritually, in magic, and as well your mundane life, mind, body, and soul. So I just want to say with that, I just came back from the gym. I gave you guys the channel update. Now I'm going to give you guys the insight and wisdom. So I am a shaman. And if we look at the word shaman, what does the word shaman mean? Well, it actually comes from the original Buddhist word shamush, which means to know. So actually, as much woo woo people want to put into shamanism, all a shaman is just someone who knows. Someone who's fully in tune with their intuition, their clairvoyance, these tools that we use to navigate this realm, but not just from the physical at all, but from the spiritual as well, because as above, so below. All you merely are is an avatar of your higher self, playing out in this existence the role in which you chose. Just as we're playing a game like GTA, or we're playing World of Warcraft, um, or any of those like role playing games, we we chose to place ourselves in this simulation and in this matrix so that we can understand more of ourselves. That's why we come from the spirit realm, to learn. Earth is, some people call it a prison planet. It's not a prison planet per se, but while we are down here and in our chakras, which I'll go into a later video about why you shouldn't feed or keep feeding your chakras, but instead liberate yourself with them, because they're just another part of this game, this matrix that's holding us down. The only real thing at the end of the day is you, is knowing who you are and what you're meant to become. That, I at least want to say, is the main focal point of this path. To know who you are is to know what spirits you'll work with, what mentor you'll work with, where you're being guided, because you're the one that's guiding yourself. The spirit might lead you somewhere, but you ultimately have to do the work. You ultimately have to progress and open that door, per se. Sorry guys, I know I've been speaking fast. I've just had so much on my mind the past few days, and this is honestly not even covering that. This is just to give you guys some insight. And as well, I might change the name of the channel to Shamanic Insight, and as well, if not, let this video be Shamanic Insight. So let's go. First, let me get my tea, and we will talk about shamanism. Woo! I have this mug dedicated to the peacock angel, also known as Iblis or Malaktaus. Okay, that really slowed me down. And I just wanted to say, if any of you guys feel that you are a shaman, that you've been called to this path, some of the signs or indications that you are a shaman is if you're someone that's very sick, right? If you're someone that's either mentally very sick, as in you've dealt with depression your whole life, maybe you're an empath that needs to or maybe you're an empath that like is a sponge to everybody's emotions, to everybody's thoughts and feelings, and you've always taken that on your whole life. Like, I wasn't depressed before hanging out with this person, and then you are. That's one trait, is that you are an empath, is that you feel energies. But on top of that, you feel energies such as being an empath because you're meant to not really help heal other people, but you're meant to be the conduit of wisdom and insight that people can come to better understand their path, and as well what they're going through and healing. For a lot of shamans, they go through cancer. That is an illness that they might have had, because if we look at cancer, we don't understand it, right? That's because it's energetic. It's an energetic imbalance. When you're not balancing your energies, such as you could be doing everything right, eating healthy, fitness, and still get cancer, because it's not a physical illness. It's a spiritual one. It's your cells going in on themselves. And a lot of shamans are sent down here to go through that in order to, and I'm going to be real with you guys, some shamanic initiations, right? Or some shamanic like when we're following our path and we're going through, if we've been through illness before and we're meant to heal it, this is a life or death thing. I don't mean that lightly, because the thing is, like with some of these illnesses, with realizing that you are a shaman and who you are, it's supposed to push your mind so that you progress. Everybody wants to take it as, oh, I have, and I'm not, don't try to look at what I'm saying, because I'm looking at it from a higher perspective. But everyone wants to say, oh, I have cancer, so I can't get over it. And I just want to say for myself, I've died. I've literally died multiple times and came back to life. If you don't believe that these are possibilities, or that some people in their path, if they don't heal this thing, they die. I smacked my jaw into the ground. I've had drug overdoses. I've even died off alcohol for 3 days. I went to a rave one night. I had alcohol and ecstasy. I drank a lot of alcohol. I blacked out for 3 days straight. I was throwing up. I was disoriented. I didn't know where I was. I felt I was in a black nether. All of my friends were just hanging out around me, thinking I was just sick, that I was just hungover. Oh no, it's just a hangover. I literally died. This is how simple death can as well be, to the point that I could have just slid out of my body and not been here. I could have just passed, and this would have just been a meat vessel, right? A carcass. Because that's all we are. We're a soul that's animating the body in all ways. And that if we aren't animating it right, this will cause imbalance. This is why for shamans, going back to health, we need to balance ourselves so that we can get over this imbalance, so that we can heal that illness. And once we heal that illness, maybe we were meant to heal that illness so that another person walking this path as well could understand that illness, could understand that you can heal it. You don't need radiation therapy and a whole bunch of doctors doing this and that to you. You just need to eat healthy, drink tea, meditate, and follow your path. Following your path that is your protection. As much people do protection rituals, people do magic ritual, all these spells and things to gain abundance. Get off your ass and follow your path. That's the only way you're gonna rise and ascend. I'm not a channel for bullshit, because I've been through too much to just talk to bullshitters. Oh, I can't commune with this spirit. Try harder. If you can't commune with it, invoke it, bring it into you. Don't be afraid of that interaction. Don't reject any aspects of yourself. And for me, I had a whole bunch of pain, right, in my stomach, in my body, everywhere, every day. As everybody else was going to college, and I was going to college. I was working all the time. I'd go from college to 7 a.m. to 2, and then from 2:30, I'd have to take the bus or skate all the way to my job at fucking Vaughn's. Fucking hate that place. And I'd have to and then I'd have to work there from 2 to closing, which is like midnight or something like that. And my days were just full of all of this mundane shit that I didn't give a fuck about, that I hated. For me, I hated so much. And as well, that hatred is the ascent, is the fuel to push you out of your situation. So now, that's the flame. There's a flame in front of me. It's just going off. So as you follow your path, like for shamans, for witches, magicians, as you follow your path, everything is going to try to bring you over here, over there, everywhere. It's going to try to drag you in all areas. But the thing is, you have to focus on who you are. You have to focus on your path. That is the only thing that matters. Yes, have friends, love your family. But at the end of the day, if you're not doing the right things, you will be consumed. Right? For me, I had to do all that stuff. I was being psychically attacked by random spirits. I had to deal with low vibrational spirits every day, all the time. I have to deal with these customers that are just parasites. I practice psychic vampirism, but that's a parasite. Like, I know how to transmute energy. They just try to take your energy and stuff like that. So as well. There's all these things that we have to combat in the matrix while following our path. I had to do all this while being in my mind, centering myself and making sure that this person doesn't fuck my energy up, or this person, not that I really tried to allow their influence, but that it's sometimes when things are just getting to you, when you're being psychically fucked up and then other people are coming to you, it makes it hard not to react. And especially if you're growing at a DNA or cellular level, you're tired. Your body's going through a lot, and that's what awakening is. Like, in a sense, all of us are shamans. Like you can declassify it. Ned's declassified. School survival guide. No, you can declassify it as a magician or a witch. But at the end of the day, we are all just beings trying to know and influence or express our power in the way that we know. And for me, it's just I go by shaman because that's what I can see with my heritage. I'm Norse or Swedish, but as well I'm also African, or I don't know exactly what kind. I don't have a dad. Um, but I can see the shamanism in the North. There's Norse shamanism and as well African shamanism, and for me, being both races, I feel that I have an insight into both aspects, and I'm pretty much a bridge to show you guys all that they're all the same thing, that everything is actually the same, and it all stems from one source, and that source being the original source or emanation that created this reality, which as well we are all a fragment or a shard of, so that as we chose to place ourselves into this game, into this simulation, that we can go about it whatever way we want, because everyone's gonna put themselves to, oh, I'm this, oh, I'm that. No, that is the ego. When you limit yourselves to just this little dot, right, to this little piece of grain of sand in the ever expanding universe and ocean of everything that is nothingness, when you're just this little thing, that's all you'll ever be. If you attach yourself to your ego and think that you're only this, say you make music every day, and I'm only a producer, I'm only a musician, or with YouTube videos, if you make YouTube videos every day, I'm only a vlogger, I'm only a YouTuber. When you limit yourselves and put yourself in that box, I have this degree, my name is this. In a sense, what does any of this serve you? Like these things that we attach ourselves to, if it's not giving you power and you're attaching to it, what is the point to attaching yourself to it? Expand your mind. Expand it to the ever vastness of reality. Don't limit yourself in any way. If you only do music, but you've never thought of writing a book, why not try to write a book? That's how you expand yourself. That's how you expand your mind. Everybody, every day, all I hear is, oh, I can't do it. That's too hard. This, that. Yeah, you're not supposed to know it, right? You're supposed to learn it. You're supposed to become it. And in that process of learning it, you become it. And then eventually you know it. Like, I don't know anybody that's just written a book straight with no editing, no revision, right? But as well, shamans, we're people that we use our abilities in this daily life. Everyone wants to think that shamans always have to be woo-woo up there, or sage and incense and stuff like that. No, dude, a shaman is just using your mind to do anything that you want. That is what a shaman is. That is what a shaman does. Clairvoyance, claircognizance, right? All these things we have words for. Claircognizance or clairvoyance is just you being able to see clearly into the spirit realm, into yourself. This is a benefit in everything. Why wouldn't you open your third eye in a mundane reality? If it's a spiritual thing, that means you're getting insight that is more deep than what you can physically see, right? And then there's claircognizance, that is, you get a download of just information. Maybe you're at like a hardware shop. You don't know what a tool is, right? You can clairvoyantly try to pick it up and understand it and even know the name at times. It's like with a spirit, right? If there's a spirit that we don't know that's trying to commune with us, claircognizance or whatever your strong ability is, try to see into it and know, piece it together, even if it's not in just one ritual or one communication, and then keep coming back to it to understand, as well understand why that being reached out to you, why they're there. This is what our psychic abilities are for as well, communing with other beings, but as well communing with ourselves, and to go within and to understand ourselves and what we can create. With that, I want to say, don't focus on money so much in this reality. Money is nothing. That's a human concept that someone created over time just to trick you out of your soul, out of your living. Because that when we start to only care about money, we're funding it as our deity constantly. You ever wake up and just think about, I don't have money in my bank account, this that money, I can't buy this, like I can't buy food, you know what I mean? There's all those things that we think of, we created into a god. Focus. What is everyone focusing on right now? Money. What is everyone trying to shift that focus of money into something else? Cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, stock, like, or new stocks and stuff like that. The whole point of cryptocurrency is to strip away this ego of money. Like in Thailand, they use American dollars. In Europe, they use everywhere they use American dollars. Why American dollars? Why is the Egyptian pyramid, and I'm taking this from XXXTentacion in one of his interviews, why is the Egyptian pyramid at the top of a dollar bill, an American dollar bill, if some way Africa didn't have something to do with America? And then we can go into Freemasonry and stuff like that, and how that whole, they're trying to take our shit and then use it against us. The pyramids. Why is if I don't hear anybody talking about, well, okay, nowadays past 4 or 5 years, right? I didn't used to hear anybody talking about the pyramids. And now, but yet it's on the dollar bill. Like we even have so many like racists in America and stuff like that are using this dollar, but they don't know it's an African energy. Because where are the pyramids? In Egypt. Or it's an Egyptian energy, you could say. And then if we look at that energy, we can go back to Kemet, which is the Black Land. There's a lot of misinformation. No, not even misinformation, but people taking a symbol and then using it in a different. Like if I throw up this, right? He's the Illuminati. Jay-Z threw that up. And it's like that could have been just a black man making the pyramid symbol. I mean, yeah, okay, he might have signed contracts and be under those energies and stuff like that. But the fact that, or when we look at a swastika, right? A swastika is a Buddhist symbol for peace. But now if anybody brings that out or tries to draw, it's swastika. And it's like Hitler did such a good job of turning this positive thing and him using it into a negative thing. Transmutation. Kanye West did the same thing with his album cover that had, I believe, like the Confederate flag, right? And just to go into this for like a second. Archetypes are energies that you can use to transmute yourself and evolve. And if you can become strong enough at transmuting or using energy, you can take anything and make it yours. You can already make it yours and use it, but if you can get it to the highest level, when other people see it, it's manifesting what you desire. It's manifesting what you're choosing to create. Okay, I went into psychic abilities a little bit, and now I wanted to go into spirit work and shamanism and some guides that I can throw out for you if you want to start your shamanic journey or just, get into new ones. Is Ganesha. Lord Ganpati, he's a part of the Hindu pantheon. You call him before you call Shiva, and he is the remover of obstacles. He will help to remove these blockages that you're having in work and in psychic abilities and writing, and it'll help you with art, it'll help you with manifestation. Ganesh is one of the most beautiful and loving deities I've ever met. I love it. Like, I embody his energies heavily. He's already a part of my path, but he's there for everybody. Even if you fuck up, even if you do bad shit, he's there for you, and he'll teach you actually how to better yourself, so that those things don't keep repeating the whole cycle, right, guys? As well, Lord Shiva. If you're getting into meditation, if you're getting into yoga, um, any actually activity, honestly, if you're trying to become famous, Lord Shiva can help you in any way. Um, and his mantra is Om Namah Shivaya, and just say it like that. And then as you say it, mantras are a way to call up energy and bring this energy into yourself, so that you actually, as you're saying it, you are Shiva. You're calling on his energies, and you're channeling them through your vessel. And as you do, you understand new insight, you understand new wisdom. You can direct that energy towards whatever intention or desire you want. As long as you talk to Shiva first, understand the energies before you just start grabbing it and using it. Make sure that this is a guide that is for you, that wants your progression in all ways. And yeah, as well, there's for a female goddess, there's goddess Kali. She is, honestly, I'm gonna go with the fastest thing in existence, or known to man, but I want to say in existence. Kali, she's there for especially your children. We can associate Kali as kind of like Lilith. I've actually heard, or from my gnosis, that they're the same being but different aspects, and I'm still trying to fully understand myself, right? So I'm not just throwing this out there, but this is, check for yourself, right? I've Shiva and Lucifer are actually the same energies, or you could say or Lucifer as just say a ball of energy. Went to the Roman, like was in the Roman era, right? And then he wanted to, or he came back in the Roman era as light bearer, right? But then back in the Hindu or the Sanskrit time or era, he was Shiva as a different face and deific masks, because these beings are actually always rebranding themselves. We can look at it in a similar way. When you play a video game, right, you have an avatar, you have a character that you call. Maybe for me, my Instagram handle, lord.arrows, right? Now if I wanted to change that name but keep the account, I make a new account. So I look at it, the energies are like in a similar way, where they have this one account that they signed into and that they fully complete it or become it, they are it, they leave it, and then they go into a new skin. They evolve and become a new being completely. I'll throw this out with Abaddon, or Apollo is as well the spirit known as Abaddon, or the beast of the abyss, because Apollo, a light being, chose to slay the dragon, or we can look at it as the archetype of working with the Kundalini serpent. And once you like a fucus, once you tame the serpent, then you evolve, you start to grow. That's why people who have their Kundalini fully ascended or evolved, they're fucking looking younger. They're able to talk like it's nothing. They're able to run, exercise. All this is the more Kundalini or life force energy that you have running through you, the more active and able to do things you actually are. So going back to that's why they're able to evolve to the next rate. If you ever felt stagnant, right? Like you're like, I'm not growing. Like I'm studying every day. I'm doing meditations. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. Why don't I feel like I'm growing? It's because you hit that plateau. That once you actually start to work with your inner energy and your Kundalini, it will go outside into your body. in a sense. I mean, it's all inner, but it goes outside into your body, and it's running through you at a faster rate, at a faster like we've heard it before, right? Vibration. So that the more energy that you can store, the more, in a sense, kundalini or life force that you have, the higher you raise your vibration, the more that you're able to do, the faster you're able to think. This is why so many people don't, like, that they actually might go crazy, right? Because they're raising their vibration so fast, but they're not integrating um, all of this understanding and this gnosis that is happening. So it's like it can kind of, I guess you could say, backfire if you raise too much energy, but you're not grounding it or integrating it, because then you're just burning yourself out. But that's why I'm just gonna go into this for a second. But that's why we exercise. Like, there's so many armchair occultists, right? Armchair. But there's so many. Sorry, guys. It's so hard just sitting here for 30 minutes straight talking, right? I have ADHD. Not actually, but like, I want to do other things too. There's so many armchair occultists that don't do anything. They'll do. I'm gonna pop a beer, do a ritual with Lucifer, and I'm just gonna, like, that I'm just gonna do that one ritual, and then I'm not gonna do any effort to back it or to create it and bring it into fruition. And then like, there's just people that don't try. Like, they think that they're trying because they have this, oh, I have a grimoire I paid $500 for, oh, I guess I'll do a ritual out of it. And they don't even try to visualize it. They don't try to manifest. They don't put their mental effort into it. These armchair occultists that are raising a lot of energy but not grounding it in anything that they do, this is why you need to exercise. Because, like, when you do that and you don't exercise, you're just raising all this energy. What's the point if you're not growing your physical vessel? It's mind, it's soul, body, or soul, mind, and body. We have to keep embodying ourselves, embodying our light, embodying who we're meant to become. Because exercise, like, I just got back from the gym, right? I've only been going, okay, I used to go a few months. I used to go for like a year or two, way back in the day, like when I was like 18. Now I'm older. I'm not gonna say what my age, 300. But the more that we like, I've been exercising for a good 6 months, right? 6 months, and I've gained about 12, 13 pounds of muscle. I gained about 7 to 10 in the first 3 months, and that's because I'm using everything that I'm talking about, and I applied it to my exercise regimen. I'm not just going into it as a mundane person. I'm going into it as an occultist. I'm going into it as a shaman. That when I'm working out, right, I don't give up on workouts. Like, I don't give up on anything, honestly. Like, I just embrace the pain. Like, today I did I broke my callus. I don't even think you could, yeah. But it's such a small thing, right? But I was doing this monkey bar thing back and forth about 6 times. Doesn't sound that big of a number. Broke the record at my gym, but from it I broke my blisters, and that's just fucking annoying. So, as well, it takes pain to progress and evolve. Don't do the things that are painful, right? If someone doesn't love you and isn't showing that love for you, break up with them. Kick them out of your life. Like, if people aren't helping you to evolve, helping you to grow, and being there for you, then why are they there? As well, friends are good. It's fun to have people to hang out with, this and that, but at the end of the day, as shamans, as people that we go through so much, we need a structure of people that understand us, of whether either other shamans, witches, this or that. We need that community to help us rise and to help us grow. And I'm just going to give a little bit more information, and then I'm going to dip, because I can already feel my mind kind of like wandering. Another good shamanic guide is Lord Thoth. Lord Thoth is the god of wisdom for the Egyptian pantheon. As well, if we look back, he is also known as Quetzalcoatl for the Mayans, Aztec um, deities. And as well, he's also known as Hermes Trismegistus for like the Latin or like the more occult era versus tribes and stuff like that. He is a triple goddess. His name's Hermes Trismegistus or triple Trice Great, because he's those three beings in one. But as well, he's many different aspects, such as when we work with Quetzalcoatl, we learn strength, we learn power, we learn progression. But when we learn with, or when we uh, are taught by Thoth, we're learning wisdom, we're learning magic, we're learning, and in all these aspects, we're learning those, but different ways. Similar to another deity I'd like to throw out, Isis, who's also known as Ishtar, Inanna, Astarte, Astoreth. Um, Also, Lady of 10,000 Names. She has many different aspects and many different beings in which she's became because she's the original source energy. That name again is Isis. She is a mother goddess, you could say, of water, of magic. I don't know if I said, yeah. And then as well, if you want to go for more chaos or darker spirits, we can go with Hecate. She is a goddess of chaos. She is the queen of hell. Um, but as well, in that chaos, she is very motherly and she has triple aspects: the crone, the witch, and the forgot the last one. But as well, she is a shamanic guide. She's with actually a lot of my shaman friends, because she can teach you how to go through hell. She or initiations to understand the underworld, working with the dead, um, magic, all these shamanic things in nature. She is a powerhouse on that. As well, the deity Thoth or Horus. Horus is there for the Egyptian pantheon. He is of light. He helps liberate those who are in their shadow and feel that, like, if you're really down, he can give you clarity, insight, wisdom to pick you back up and know where you're meant to go. He was there like me on my journey. My name also pertains to him. It means hawk like. My name is this. I'm not gonna say it. But it goes. Okay, fuck it. My name's O'Shea, but it comes from a word called Osigdad in what is it? Fucking Irish, which means hawk like. So I'm actually fulfilling my purpose right now. I am the emanation of Horus. I am spreading light, insight, kingship, knowledge, and wisdom. Which as well, for the archetypes that you're calling on or that you feel closest to, you should actually start to embody those archetypes by doing what they do. Whether it be with Thoth, write your heart out, write anything that you love. Whether it be with Horus, put that light. Oh, this dope 222. Put that light, put that knowledge and that learning or that power and strength into your magic, into your protection, into just progressing as who you are. Um, and as well for another deity, goddess Santa Muerta. She's goddess of death. But as well, if you've had a near death, she's with you. If you've died in any way other than typical like ego death, she's with you because she's actually intoxicated by those energies, and she'll probably seduce you, or at least try. Um, but as well, she's a guide. If you feel that your heritage is connected to her, maybe your ancestors worked with her. She is actually a personification of death. She's an aspect of death herself, but as well, she's her own being. Okay, to wrap this all up, so I talked to you guys about shamanism, your psychic abilities, just a little bit of insight and wisdom into the path, and then as well, just deities that you can work with. How do you talk to a deity, O'Shea? Pull. Say if you want to commune with Horus, right? Oh, dang. Say if you want to commune with Horus, this is the Eye of Horus. It might be lit, might be Ra's eye, but this Eye of Horus, just stare into it and then talk to Horus. That's all you have to do. You can even envision an eagle in front of you, like a golden eagle if you can get it good enough, and him just talking to you. Maybe you're in a desert. Maybe you're somewhere else. And as well, envision Isis behind you, hugging you, giving you her motherly strength and guidance and wisdom. These are just ways that using your imagination and visualization, you can tap into these quantum realms and as well bring those energies into your life in order to affect the physical. And with that, I bid you adieu, family. Have an amazing day. Namaste. Cool Cat, Atanu, out. Woo, that was a good video. Okay, cool.